Hello, chosen ones. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Or good what? This afternoon. How is everyone doing? I came early. Here. I had to come share this message. And it's so true. It is so true. And I'm going to give credit to where credit is due for this message. I was listening to someone. I like listening to, I know people say, I know people have their, their picks and picks and their choice of who they listen to and who they follow and subscribe, and I understand that, but truth is truth regardless of who it comes from. The enemy could tell you some truth if you listen. Half of the time it'd be the enemies that will tell you exactly who you are if you listen to them enough to hear them, right? Your enemies will tell you who you are. Your enemies will tell you who you are. And I remember I was working for this one manager. I never forget this. I was working for this one manager, and she called me in her office. And I already know she had a problem with me. I already know she was insecure. God had showed me several things, right? And she sat there and told me that she thought that I wanted her job. And I already felt like she, felt that way. And I really didn't want her job because I was asked, did I want that job? And at that time, I was only moving when God told me to move. God did not tell me to apply for the position, so I didn't apply for the position. But don't you know, this lady called me in her office and told me that I thought I was this, I thought I was that. I mean, she sat there in my face, told me this to my face. And I listened to her express her insecurity towards me, express her, her hate towards me in a way where I had to humble myself and I had to listen, because what she was telling me, she was telling me who I was. She was telling me who I was. Yes, she was. She was telling me exactly who I was. And she said some other things I don't remember. But she did tell me I thought I was all of that, told me I was too professional on the job. I mean, she told me all of this stuff. And I had to sit there and listen and be humble and not take offense, because God was showing me something. He was showing me that listen to what the enemy is saying. Listen to what she's saying. Yes, you know what? You can't, D, you can't worry about what people think. When it's, let me tell you something. Oh, let me finish this, because I'll be all over the place. Y'all know I be talking about one thing. But yeah, she was telling me exactly who I was, but I had to be there. I had to listen. Everything she told me is exactly who I was, as far as, me being too professional, she told me some other things I don't remember, because I've long since forgave her, and moved on, because her issue with me was not her issue with me. The issue she had with me was with herself. But sometimes what I want to say is your enemy will tell you who you are, because they're going to say things that is true, but they're saying it with the malicious heart. They're saying it with malice. They're saying it with with hate in their heart. And she wasn't the only person that told me that. I remember I went out, to an event one time with some family members. It was a long time ago. And that was just a disagreement, on whether if we wanted to go to this restaurant or this place. And I had a cousin attack me just out of the blue. I mean, when she attacked me, it had no relevance to what we were doing. right? It had no relevance, and I never forget that. And I vowed to never to go out, and be around this person again in that, in this instance. But yeah, she attacked me like, oh, you thought the same thing the boss said, you think you're all of that, and you think you better than someone. And I never even said that. I was like confused. I was like, I never said that. I don't think I'm giving off, that type of energy. I never talk down on people. But you know what it is? People get mad at you when you grow. People get mad at you when you leave them. Right? You leave them and they don't want to grow, but you are growing and changing, and you're not the same person you used to be. So they'll get mad at you and take their frustrations out on you because you decided to grow. You decided to heal and do the work on yourself. Right? That's what it is. But that's not what I wanted to come talk about. D, and what I wanted to say is you can't be concerned about what your family think when it comes to your healing. You can't be concerned about what your family think. You got to worry about you and your healing. I'm going through something right now. But guess what I've decided to do, D? I've decided to do things that's going to help me heal quicker. I don't want to go to no events. I don't want to be around nobody, no people that's going to trigger things in me. That's what I've decided to do. I've decided to heal in my way. And I don't have to give no explanation to people of why I'm not doing this, why I'm not going here. I don't give people explanations. I don't give people explanations. That's not my concern no more. I used to be so concerned with what people going to think about me and how they're going to perceive me. I go to places where I feel good. I go to places where I'm welcomed. Because you can go to places where you're invited, but you're not welcome. And I don't give a darn what people think, because my healing is personal. What I'm going through, this is a personal journey. I don't have to explain to people. I don't have to tell them why I'm not coming to this event. I don't have to tell them why I'm not going to that place. I don't have to tell them that. We got to stop feeling obligated like we have to explain ourselves to people so we could justify why we're doing certain things. No, I want you to assume what you're going to assume. I want you to really believe what you're going to believe, because guess what? They're doing it anyways. So D, you got to start. You have to remove yourself. You got to stop putting yourself in places where it's going to trigger you and make you upset. You have to stop putting yourself in places where you got to think. If you got to do too much thinking, like if you're invited somewhere, let me tell y'all what we have to stop doing. If you are invited somewhere and automatically you got to prepare your mental before you go around those people, before you go to this person, around this family member, you have to stop putting yourself in those situations. It is okay. This is not the season to be subjecting yourself to people and putting yourself in situations that's going to harm you, make you feel bad. Listen, I don't give a darn. In this season, in this part of my life, what I've experienced and what I'm experiencing and how I'm transitioning and going through, what I'm going through. Guess what? I don't give a darn what people think. They can think what they want to think. They can say what they want to say. This is not the time where their voices is going to speak louder than what I need for my healing. Oh, the devil is a lie. Oh no, those seasons are over. With me being concerned about what people gonna think, what they gonna say, how I want to make them feel, their perception. Guess what? Oh no, you can believe what you want to believe. I don't have to give you an explanation of my reasoning for not wanting to be around you, for my reason for not wanting to be around those specific people. This is the season. Sometimes it's us that put more stress on ourselves than other people put on us. You don't have to go to every family event. You don't have to be around people who are going to bring out the toxicity or make you feel a certain type of way, because these people they already feel some type of way about you. They don't have to say it. They show it. And we got to stop feeling obligated because they're relatives that we got to go to certain things. You don't have to go nowhere. You don't have to go. You don't have to go. It's certain family I will go around, and it's certain family I won't go around because I already know how they feel about me. I don't hate them, but I'm not finna go around you and you being fake. I'm too grown now to be dealing with this. When I was younger, I had to go. I'm not younger anymore. I get to choose whether I go or not. But look, I'm 10 minutes and I'm 10 minutes into my message, and I haven't gotten to, but it ties right into it. It ties right into it. I'm 10 minutes. Listen, I'm 10 minutes into my message, and that's not what I came to talk about. Listen, this is what I came to talk about with the chosen ones. Listen, you all. You see my title. Exactly, chosen by Christ. We got to stop this foolishness. We do it to ourselves. I did it to myself and be sitting there whining and moping. They don't beat up for me. They don't do this for me. I don't care now. There was a time when I used to care. I used to care about stuff because as a chosen one, we take everything. We take a lot of things personal. You can't take things personal in this season. The only thing you need to take personal in this season is your healing. The only thing you need to take personal, hey Keisha, in this season is your healing, regardless of what it looks like to other people. I got some family right now. I can go around these people and they're not perfect. See, I'm not the type of person that, some people get so religious. They don't want to be around nobody who don't really think like them, who's not heading in the direction that they're heading in. I got family right now that I can go around these families and I don't feel no type of, they do what they do. I don't feel judged. I always feel like I'm welcome. I feel like I'm welcome when no matter what time, what season, what they're going through, what I'm going through. When I go around these family members I'm talking about, I always feel welcome. I don't leave them feeling worse. Like I don't leave them feeling like, I know they don't like me, and I don't leave them feeling that way. I don't leave them. When I leave them, I feel the genuine love and care they have for me. No, they may not be living right and doing right. I'm not perfect either, but when I leave these certain family members, I don't feel like that I've been hanging around a bunch of fake and phony people. I don't feel that way around those, the set that I'm talking about. But it's certain ones, you go around, you tensed up, you already know they've been talking about you. You already know they feel a certain type of way. You already know they got preconceived ideas and they never really talk to you. Like, why subject yourself to that foolishness? Why? I had to stop that craziness. I had to stop that. Yes, and see, that's the thing. Like the longer you subject yourself and you allow it, the longer they're gonna do it. But let me get to my message. Cause I'll be talking. I'm long-winded. Listen, let me tell you. And see, I'm not a person that sit and play victim, because you got some people that just always think they're the victim. Yes, you can, chosen by Christ. You can. And this is not the time, because the enemy is using these people. The enemy is using these people to attack and come against the chosen ones. They already been attacking you all your life anyways. So why go around them with their jealous spirit? They jealous. You got to call it what it is. I'm not the type that always play victim. Like I'm just a victim, because I'm not. I don't have a victim's mentality, because I feel like once you heal as a chosen one, you get to choose. You get to choose. And D, let me tell you something, baby. As a chosen one, you'll never be accepted by everybody. So the quicker you get that in your mind and you let go of how you think your relative should be to you, and that's the blood, how you think some of them should be to you, you will never fit in, honey. Let me tell you, you will never fit in to be accepted by everybody. You will never, because sometimes people just, in their heart, they got their own issues going on. And they see that light on you and they get jealous of it. They want what you got. But because they can't get it, they're going to beat it out of you. They're going to abuse it out of you. They're going to reject you because they know what it is that you want. They know what you want. They just don't want to give it to you. That's just like being in an abusive relationship with a man. He knows what you want. He just don't want to give it to you because he's not aligned with you. He don't want to give you what it is that's going to make you happy, that's going to bring life to you. But he'll go give it to somebody else. He'll go try to give what you want to somebody else and wonder why it don't work. Because that's not what the other person wants. They want to give what you want to make you jealous, right? And give it to somebody else and have you mad because you like, they gave them what I was looking for. And you just feeling jealous and mad. No, you gotta let that go, baby. People don't want to give stuff to you because they already know once they give, because you know, we do. We feed off other people's energy. We feed off other people's love and good love and energy. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Let's tell the truth, shame the devil. We do. That's why. And we feed and we get depleted of negative energy. Yes, we do, because we're receptive beings. We give and we receive too. We can pick up. That's why y'all can pick up on people's energy and how they really feel about you all. So to keep my vibration and keep my energy high, I don't subject myself to people who are fake, phony, jealous. They got that jealous energy. You know, they're not happy for me. They don't celebrate me. I don't go around those people. I just don't no more. That pretend, that fake love and all that, I don't deal with that no more. I don't do that no more. I don't do that. But this gonna tie into what I wanted to talk about. And I got this from Street Poet. I heard her say this on Instagram reel, and it's so true. And I thought about this. We have to stop trying to rebuild bonds we did not break. We need to stop trying to rebuild bonds that we did not break. When I heard that reel, that did something to me. That did something to me, because a lot of times as the chosen ones, we want to be at peace with all men. We want to try to figure out what we did to people. We want to try to make things right. If we did something, right? If we did something, we as chosen ones, we'll go and try to make it right. We'll go try to, make amends and see and apologize for what we did. Hello, Marty. Is it Mod or Marty? I'm sorry if I said your name wrong. I say Miss Bailey. But we try to go and make peace with all men. But guess what? Some people don't want to make peace with you. Some people don't want to make peace with you. Let me see. Hold on. Let me make sure. Some people don't want to try to make peace with you. They want you, because of chosen one, they want you to run behind them. They want you. Let me tell you something. I had experienced something with the person, and this was a person close to me too. I had experienced something with the person, and I was trying to figure out what I did. Like, I was trying to just figure out, like, if I did something, I wanted to say, you know what? Let me apologize. Let me fix what it is that I've done. Let me fix it. Let me be the one. If I did wrong, let me be the one that fix it and show you that I'm sorry. Let me be the one to do my part, right? And when I tell you I was running behind this person, trying to figure out what I did, praying about the situation, and I was like, maybe I did something I don't remember. Like, I was driving myself crazy. And they sat there and watched me too. Listen, they sat there and watched me. Guess what? The Holy Spirit say, let me show you something. The Holy Spirit say, let me show you something. Called that person up, put them on FaceTime, trying to get an understanding. That's what wisdom say. God say, the word says, if you want wisdom, get understanding. So I was trying to get understanding of the situation. I saw that person look at me on FaceTime with a smirk, with this evil smirk on their face. Evil smirk, as if they were happy I was chasing them. They had an evil smirk on their face. And you know what I did from that day? From that day when I saw that evil smirk, I snip, I let go. And it really bothered me. It bothered me to know that I didn't break I didn't cause the issue. I was trying to fix it. But for this person to go to the extreme to try to make me chase them, and I'm sitting there driving myself crazy, spinning my wheels, and I say, you know what? Oh, enough of this foolishness. I love you, but I'm not going to let you break me. I'm not going to let you cause me to forfeit my promise and blessing running behind you. Running behind you. And I know they was dealing with something spiritual, but I say, you know what? Let me pray for them, and I'll let God deal with that part. But I'm not going to rebuild a bond I didn't break. I didn't do anything to this person. If I did, I was trying to do my part. Right? I was trying to do my part to get understanding, but that person didn't want me to get no understanding. What they wanted was for me to run behind them and spin my wheels and lose my mind. The devil is a lie. The chosen one, I had to heal. I had to see that what I did, I didn't break that bond. I didn't break it. I didn't break that bond. They allowed someone else. And they allowed someone else and the devil to use them. And I wasn't gonna do that no more. I learned my lesson. Stop running behind people. Try to rebuild bonds you did not break. You didn't do that to them. Let them deal with their demons. Let them go and you know, let me help y'all. Cause some of y'all so used to people manipulating y'all, always saying life too short. Love your family while you can. This, that, and the other. I'm going to tell y'all something. You're not in control of no one else. If that person leaves this earth, you purify and clean your heart. You clean your heart. You do your part. But you don't have to run behind them to rebuild no bond you didn't break. Because one thing I know about people, they don't want to hear the truth. They don't want to hear the truth. Yes, they don't want to hear the truth. Don't feel bad if God called them up out of here. Don't feel bad because you was doing your part. You tried to get understanding. But people are so hurt in their own selves. They don't want to make it right with you. They want to make you pay. They want to make you suffer. Because they know you want to, save that relationship. They know that. But when things are out of your control, you got to let it go. If you didn't break the relationship, let it go. Don't try to rebuild nothing. Yes, you love on those who love on you. And you release them. You really got to release them because what the enemy will do, he'll use that against you. Yes. He'll use that against you. And you'll be stuck. You won't even be trying to live life. You'll just be sitting around worried and concerned. Well, why they didn't invite me? Well, why this? Why that? Well, why? And these people too, let me tell you something. These people who do this, they'll go around other people and they'll recruit other people to team up against you, to not like you, to make you look like you just this nasty person, like you just ain't got no heart, like you just heartless. Because they can get their way with you. They couldn't control you, so now they want to control everybody else. But guess what you got to do to them? Guess what you do to them? The ones who want to perceive and want to judge you based on what somebody else is doing and saying, guess what you do to them? Leave them over there too. You leave them over there too, because you don't need that fake love. You don't need that fake bond. You don't need them fake relationships, knowing they believe in this person over you. You don't need that. You don't need that. It's time to let go of this foolishness because you can't live your life. You can't live your life worried about if they believe somebody over you. You spent too many years, too much. You don't waste all that time. Think about this. All that energy, good energy and time, you could have been putting in dance classes. You could have been putting in reading a new book. You could have been putting in trying to recite a scripture. Remember God's word. You could have been working on your business. You could have been using that energy to love on those who loving on you. But yet you worried and you upset because it seems like they're more against you than for you. You got to see, we got to heal because we picked up this toxic foolishness from our upbringing. We picked up this toxic foolishness from how we were brought up to love on toxic people, although they mistreating you and they are lying on you just because their relatives or blood or they're close that you're supposed to tolerate. You don't supposed to tolerate that foolishness. We got to get out of this mindset. We got to get out of this. We got to get out of this mindset. And we love to say that's family. And it's not only just family, it could be close friendships and stuff, but I'm just giving you guys some context here. Like, we love to say, oh, that's family. You know, you're going to need your family. Family going to always be, no, I don't need you. If you toxic, if you don't like me, I don't trust you anyways. If you can't come have a conversation about something small, I don't need you. I have to figure out another way. I'm going to have to get some real family who I can trust to be there for me. Pray that God send me somebody in a time of need. He'll send the right people. But if you think you need somebody who can't even have a conversation with you, you think you're going to need them people? You don't need them because they're going to thank God. They're going to be happy that you're going through stuff. And they're not going to be there for you anyways. They're not going to be there. If you ever get in the place that you really need somebody, they're not going to be there for you. Something gonna always come up. They're not going to be there for you anyways. That's why strangers will be there to help you more than some of your relatives. We got to unlearn this foolishness. You love on the ones who love on you. You be there for those who there for you. Try to understand those who understand you. No. And see, I don't want people to think that folks are going to be perfect. There's no perfect people. What I'm talking about is this toxic behavior that people think they can do and say anything to you and treat you any type of way and expect for you to keep running behind them. You can't keep running behind people who don't want to be loved on. You can't keep running behind them. They don't want your love. So why you gonna keep trying to give your love and run behind people who don't want what you're trying to give them? But yet they'll try to flip it and make it seem like you're just this evil person. And let me tell you something. Half of the people who's supposed to be relatives, your family, half of them gonna believe it anyways because they don't like you. They don't like you. They don't like that light is on you. So they gonna believe anything that any bone somebody take. Because, you know, they say bone is that tea, the gossip. Any bone or anything somebody, any bone or anything they, somebody take to them, they're going to believe it. And they're only going to believe it because they don't like you. They don't like you. So they're going to go perpetuate the lie. But you got to be okay with that. This is where healing comes in. Healing comes in where you able to see the people who don't like you. You got to look at their fruits. And you have to see why they don't like you. You got to see, oh, this is why you don't like me. And you got to be okay with that. You got to say, you don't like me because you're not as strong as me. You don't like me because you're not going to, you don't stand up to truth. You don't like me because you're not doing nothing with your life. And you mad because I'm trying to do something with mine. And just because things don't go exactly how you want them to go, oh, they got something. Oh, she thought her life was perfect. She thought stuff was perfect. So now no, that's called life, baby. When life comes to the chosen ones, we understand that's training. We understand this is only going to make us stronger. We don't sit and soak in our trials and tribulations. Some of us rejoice in that because we know we're learning something. We understand this wasn't meant for me anyways. We're in a healing process. But people, when you go through something as a chosen one, people sit back and they rejoice thinking you're over there moping, that they rejoice and they think you're over there, they think you're over there going through. They think you're over there going through when in fact, when a chosen one go through things, we like, what that thing is. I'll say the energizer, the battery. We keep going. We keep going because we understand seasons. We understand we're going to go through stuff. We understand, but our bounce back, boy, when we bounce back, we come back stronger than ever. We come back stronger than ever. It don't even look like we don't been through stuff. That's another thing people hate about y'all, chosen ones. People hate that you don't sit and you don't let life beat you down. That's what they hate. They hate that you don't let your life beat you down. Yes. They don't understand. They don't like that. We understand when life hit us. Thank you, Holy Spirit, speak. When they don't understand when life hit us, we know we got to pull back and heal. We know we got to shut everything down and heal. We know we got to get from around people. We know we got to pull back. We know we got to go lick our wounds, right? We lick our wounds. We let our scab heal 100%. And we come back brighter than ever. We come back looking good. We come back, we thought she went, we thought he went. Y'all said, and we were like, bam. Because we know when we get hit, we know how to go get in the word. We know how to go ask God to heal our hearts. We know how to go and ask God to not let what we went through make us bitter. We know how to go and forgive. We don't wear unforgiveness on our face. Unforgiveness ages you. Unforgiveness make you sick. Unforgiveness age you. That's why some people look old before their time. Because they don't know how to let go. They don't know how to see things for what it is. They take it on. That's why you look at people in their face is worn. They have aged. They're getting sick in their body because they allowed life. They allowed their situation to age them. They allowed their hate for the chosen one to age them. They can't even focus on their healing because they want to make your life miserable. They want to make sure they make you hurt, and then trying to make you hurt. They don't see that they're aging. They're trying to hurt you. They're gossiping about you, chosen one. They too busy watching your life, and they don't realize they're not doing nothing with their life. They're too busy fighting you and forfeiting their own purpose, forfeiting their own blessing in life. Because you can't focus on your life and the chosen one life too. They can't focus on their life and your life. They can't get anything done because they too busy focused on you. Your life is interesting to them. They don't have a life, but they want to focus on you. Keep tabs on you. That's what they want to do. That's what they want to do. And chosen ones, listen, you have to stop focusing, because that's what the enemy wants to do. The enemy wants you to focus on bonds that you did not break, so you don't have the energy to fulfill your purpose. You don't have the energy to work on what it is that God is calling you to do. You don't have the energy and time to pray and have a routine because your mind is occupied and worried about what other people are doing, what they are thinking about, what they're talking about. You have to tell the enemy, you have to talk to him. Let them talk. Let them think whatever. Let them believe whatever. Let them. Yes. Let them. And they can't even focus. You don't surpass them 10 years. And they still worried about what you did last year. What happened to you last year. They still worried about what what they think happened 2 years ago. And you over there planning and trying to, secure your future, trying to put stuff in place, and they still worried about you. Let go, chosen ones. Let go. Stop running behind people and bonds you did not break. Because I'm sure as a chosen one, you did your due diligence. You tried to, see where the breakdown was. But some people don't want you to, You know, some people don't want to resolve the issue because when you were trying to resolve the issue with them, the truth is going to come out. They want to make it seem like it's you. It's your fault. It's you. You the one that did it. You the one that caused the breakdown. You. It's not you, chosen ones. It's not you. It's never the person who try to get to the bottom of things. It's always the person that runs from truth, never try to come and address and try to make amends. It's always the person who's running. It's always the people who assume. It's always the people that try to sweep stuff under the rug. It's those ones who fault it is. Yes, they don't want help. They want attention. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you another thing. They don't want truth. They want to blame. They don't want the truth. They want to blame. That just dropped in my spirit. They want to point the finger. They want to say it's you. You the problem. Yes, chosen one. Let me tell you something. News flash. Breaking news. Chosen ones. Breaking news. Let me tell you. This is my spark, my energy drink. This is my energy drink. Got to help. I need a little boost, so I'll take my little spark. Let me tell you, chosen ones. Breaking news, news flash. You are the problem. You are the problem. You will always be the problem as a chosen one. Accept that. Accept that as your new norm. You are a problem everywhere you go. You are a problem everywhere you go. That light on you is a problem for people. It's a problem on the job. It's a problem on the in the family. It's a problem in the church. It's a problem. So you are the problem. You are the problem. And let me tell y'all, this is why I talk about healing. This is why I didn't understand why God gave me this channel. It just sounds so simple, and it just sounds so, like responsibility. Where I teach women how to take responsibility for their success, their happiness, and their freedom. I didn't understand all of that until I start doing the work, until I start coming on, speaking these videos, talking, just sharing my wisdom, things I've gone through, things that other people have gone through. It wasn't until I started doing these lives where God gave me the revelation of what this is all about. We're taking responsibility for ourselves. Responsibility. We're responsible. And the best way to be responsible and accountable for you. That's why I got on this shirt. I am my rescue. Y'all support the brand. It's on my Teesprings. It's on my Teespring store here on the channel. I am my rescue, which means I am responsible for my healing. I am responsible for what people do to me. I am responsible for what I allow people to do to me. I am responsible. However someone is making you feel, you are the reason. You are responsible for that. Because you're putting yourself in those situations. You are responsible for that. My daughter just came. You are responsible. You are responsible for that. You are responsible. Hey, baby.
Hey, Mom.
How was it?
Good.
Was good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, why you watching me? You watch me on live?
Yeah.
You are responsible for that. Not anyone else. That's your responsibility. And I never understood that. I always thought that if a person is doing something to me and I don't like it, it's their fault. No. No. It's not their fault. It's my fault. Why? Because I'm allowing it to happen. I'm giving them access to me. It is my fault because I subjected myself. I'm the one continuing to allow them. What did they give you? Uniforms?
No, aren't you supposed to be in your
That's
life?
okay. That's my family.
Yes, Mom.
It's family.
Right, Mom.
Yeah, this family. Family, no. This my family. Tell my daughter this family. But yes. You are responsible. And I didn't understand that. I didn't understand. I'm like, no, they provoking me. You let them provoke you. You're not speaking up. This is why I say we got to heal, because when we heal, we'll be able to stand up for ourselves. We won't allow people to do things to us that don't make us feel good. And half of us, we don't know how to confront people in a good way, because we feel like if we confront someone when we're not healed, we just feel like we're hurting their feelings or something. No. No. That's no. We feel like we're hurting. We feel like we're rejecting them, because that's how we felt as the chosen one. We had this little rejected spirit on us, and we just feel like if we confront someone, we're rejecting them or something. No, we got to unlearn that foolishness. We got to unlearn that. We got to unlearn that. Conflict is good. Conflict is good. It is. Conflict is good in a healthy way. Not just always being contentious, like you can't really go along to get along. No. But being able to address situations where a breakdown is, that is good. That's healthy communication. Healthy communication, you're not just going around based on assumptions. And I be trying my best, because sometimes, we can assume and it don't be what we assume. So that's why you have to try to get understanding. That's why. But that's what I wanted to come talk to you all about. Don't try to rebuild bonds you didn't break. If you didn't break these bonds, don't try to go rebuild them. Don't waste your energy and spin your wheels. Don't waste your energy and spin your wheels trying to rebuild relationships that you didn't break yourself. I know it's probably painful for some of you all, because you want the relationships, but if you did not break it, listen, let that go. Let that go. Let it go. But that's what I want to come talk to you about. My daughter done made it back. I thought she would be in there a little longer, but maybe I was on here long and didn't realize the time, because it was only for an hour. But listen, it was good talking to you all. I'll come back probably later on. I'm sorry that I have to end, because I'm usually on here an hour. But yeah, I'm trying to rebuild. If you didn't break it, let it go. That's all I can tell you. Let it go. You don't want to spin your wheels and spend unnecessary energy trying to run behind people and see what you did, and you didn't do nothing. You trying to, figure it out. You trying to make it right, and they don't want to make it right. Let them go. Live your life. Go build. Go find and love on people who want you to love on them. Because as a chosen one, your love is valuable. Everybody don't get the love and energy that the chosen one gives. We got healing energy. We go around folks and they just seem like they whole life just get right. We do have that effect on people. We do. Because we're coming from a genuine place. We're coming from a pure, genuine place. And we want people to do well and succeed. We do. We do. So, I'll talk to you all later. Y'all be blessed.